I'd like to commence this video with a request. For those interested in receiving more premium betting tips and predictions, especially if my guidance has contributed to your success in winning bets and generating revenue, I kindly seek your support in revitalizing this channel. Your assistance plays a crucial role in bolstering my presence on YouTube. You're welcome to explore my Patreon support tier or check out my various plans. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you seeking our premium picks. You can find the link in the bio and comment section below. Thank you for considering and supporting me. Cubs vs. Pirates. My team pick is Cubs win. With a win on Friday, the Cubs had taken 4 of the last 6 meetings against the Pirates, dating back to last season. It was also the 6th win in their last 7 games at Pittsburgh. They do enter this matchup with the uncertainty of who will start, but that shouldn't hurt them too much in this situation. The Pirates' offense is easily tamed, and Chicago should be able to put together a group of hurlers to keep them off balance. This will also be a good chance for the Cubs' offense to get a boost going up against Falter, who has hit a rough patch. Chicago is 7-3 in their last 10 games against the Pirates. Take the Cubs. My total pick is over 8 runs. When these two meet, at least one of the teams is lighting up the scoreboard. Before Saturday's rain delay, the two teams had already scored a combined 12 runs, and Friday's night's 9 runs hit over against a 7-run total. In the last 7 meetings, at least one team has scored at least 6 runs, and 4 times one of them hit double digits. Including Saturday, the Cubs had put up at least 5 runs in 4 of 7 games. The Pirates scored at least 4 runs in 4 of 6 games. The over is 8-2 in the last 10 meetings. Take the over. Nationals vs. Red Sox. My team pick is Boston moneyline. Washington commanded Game 1, jumping out to a 3-0 lead after 3 innings and never looking back. The Nationals were out-hit but turned their 8 hits into 5 runs. 2 players finished with 2 hits and Trey Lipscomb added 2 RBIs. Patrick Corbin got the nod, and over 5 innings he allowed 1 run on 7 hits while striking out 4. LHP Mackenzie Gore is slated to take the mound first on Sunday. He topped the Red Sox last time he faced them, hurling for 6.1 innings and giving up just 1 hit while he struck out 7. He enters this game holding a 2-3 record with a 3.44 ERA. He's tossed his strongest on the road, dropping his ERA to 1.80 and logging nearly twice as many strikeouts as innings thrown. He's also been strong during afternoon games, where he's retired 31 batters over 25 innings. The drawback being that all 3 of Gore's home runs allowed this season have come during the day. He's allowed foes to hit right around .290 at the plate and has walked 9 batters over 5 starts. Needless to say, Gore can count on the strikeouts, but he will need to limit walks here if he wants to keep Boston at bay. Washington enters this contest averaging 4.22 runs per game, which lands them at 18th in the league. The Nationals remain in the bottom 10 in terms of overall batting average, but have hit their best during daytime games. Road games have featured Washington hitting right around season average, but over half their total homers have come away from home this season. Home runs have been few and far between for the Nationals this season, and they find themselves sitting bottom 10 in hits per game as well. They have remained disciplined at the plate, though, and are currently hovering around the top 10 in both walks received and strikeouts per game. The lack of hits has been a big thorn in their side, and as a result, the Nationals sit bottom in baseball in terms of driving home runners in scoring position. The Red Sox pitching staff has been amongst the best in the league this season, and they'll face a Washington offense that strikeouts out more than nearly any team in baseball. The Nationals have also struggled to hit the ball on the road this season, while we've seen Boston hit their strongest during daytime affairs. Gore has struggled with ball command, and his high walk rate will only help the Red Sox drive runners home. My total pick is under 8.5 runs. Boston logged 9 hits on the day, but had just 1 run to show for it. Connor Wong led the way with 2 hits, and he added the Red Sox only run. Tanner Houck got the start, and he allowed 3 runs on 6 hits over 6 innings. He struck out 4 and walked 1. As of this writing, Boston hasn't announced who will take the mound first. The bullpen has been more vulnerable at home as opponents have been hitting better than Boston's season benchmark. Along with that, home games are the only split in which Boston posts a losing record. During daytime games, Boston has tossed better. Their ERA drops below their season average, but opponents are hitting around .240, which is also above their season benchmark. This is all to say that Boston still leads the league in ERA, and they sit top 10 in hits allowed per game. They also sit top 5 in both walks issued and home runs allowed. They've struggled in terms of allowing home runs, but Washington has not been a home run hitting team this season. Boston enters this game averaging 4.34 runs per contest, which is right around the middle of the pack. The Red Sox have been hanging around the top 10 in terms of overall batting average. They've hit slightly below their season benchmark at Fenway, and fewer than half their homers have come in front of their home crowd this season. Day games have been a different story, with Boston posting their strongest batting split. Boston is sitting right around the middle of the league in regard to home runs hit. They have made up for this with their ability to hit for extra bases and are currently 5th in baseball in doubles hit per game. Unfortunately, due to their 29th ranked strikeouts per game, Boston has struggled driving runners home. Gore has been able to rack up the Ks this season, and neither of these offenses have hit particularly strong in their home/away setting. Boston's bullpen has been amongst one of the best in the league, and they should be able to further stymie the already bottom 10 offense in Washington. With neither offense being prone to launching the long ball, we should also expect to see runners left stranded to close out innings. One things both of these offenses are familiar with: Diamondbacks versus Orioles. My team pick is Orioles moneyline. The Arizona Diamondbacks are not off to the start they hoped for in 2024 after a run to the World Series in 2023. They are under .500 overall and under .500 on the road heading into the series finale with the Orioles. The Diamondbacks dropped Game 1 on Friday night 4-2 and followed that up on Saturday with a 5-4 loss to the Orioles in 11 innings. The Diamondbacks led for 4-2 before allowing single runs in the 5th and 8th innings on solo home runs. The D-backs were led by Ketel Marte's 2-run home run. There has been no letdown for the Baltimore Orioles this season following their run to the AL East title last season and disappointing loss in the AL divisional round of the playoffs. The Orioles are once again atop the AL East thus far and have begun to add key pieces to their roster from a loaded minor league system. The O's took care of business in the series opener with a 4-2 win against the Diamondbacks. In Game 2 on Saturday, the Orioles came from behind to upend the D-backs 5-4 in 11 innings. Anthony Santander homered to tie the game in the 8th inning. The O's left the bases loaded in the 10th before winning the game in the 11th on a Colton Cowser single. I'm going to take the Orioles going for the sweep on Sunday. Gallen is one of the best starters in baseball, but has been a much better pitcher in Arizona over the last 2 seasons than on the road. This season, the Diamondbacks are just 4-3 in his 7 starts, the same record the Orioles have in Kramer's 7 starts this year. Kramer has done a better job at getting deeper into games, pitching 41 innings thus far compared with 38 innings for Gallen. That will be critical on Sunday, with both teams utilizing their bullpens heavily on Saturday. Kramer has done an outstanding job keeping runners off base this season with a whip of just 0.97. Both teams are hitting about the same average-wise, but the O's have a 20 home run advantage over the D-backs. That stat will be critical in what I think will be a low-scoring game. Take the Orioles with the money line. My total pick is over.